I think honestly the script and just how kind of risque and different the character was. I think as an actor, especially as a younger actor, it's not very often you get such meaty roles that come along, and this was one that was really kind of so different from everything that's out there and different from anything that I've ever read, and so it was initially something that kind of scared me, and I think as an actor, you're constantly trying to find roles that challenge you and make you kind of push yourself. I know I did. I read it. I don't remember if it was an iPhone or an iPad. I did, and that's how I read honestly most of my scripts nowadays. Well, Disconnect is it's a dramatic thriller, um, and it's essentially interwoven storylines. Um, this ensemble cast, it's kind of all about how we use the internet and technology to connect, and how it's affected our lives and is changing the way we live our lives. And it deals with a lot of really real circumstances and issues and situations, and kind of breaks those down. And when you watch it, you're constantly thinking throughout the film, but at the same time, you're feeling for a lot of these people because you can connect with a lot of these situations to some extent. Probably my cell phone. I'd say that's at this point in time, it's difficult to imagine totally getting rid of it. Yeah, Henry. Well, being that Henry comes from a background of documentaries, and I don't know if you've seen Murderball, but in my opinion, it's fantastic, and so he brings a very real and raw feeling to the set and to the film, and he directs in a very unique style. I mean, he'll be in the other room shouting out in the middle of the scene, and for me, it didn't bother me at all. It was that's the way he works. So I feel like as an actor, you have to be able to adapt to to different director styles, and he brings a really unique and really original feel to the movie. I don't know if I could connect with what Kyle's going through. I try and do as much planning as possible, coming up with a master plan for my future. But it's interesting. I mean, these characters are they have very interesting ways of looking at the world, especially Kyle, and he's reached a point where he's thinking about the future, but at the same time, the stuff that he doesn't find to be weird, which is also really interesting. I mean, he finds it to be very normal, and almost to the fact that people who are on the outside, they're the weird ones, because it's like it's a very natural and normal thing. So what's the deal with everybody else? We did, but it was constantly, to be honest, it was just a very kind of artistic set all the time, and everybody was there, because for all the right reasons. Everybody wanted to make the best movie possible, and it was this kind of collaboration of everybody, giving it their all that I think is why we ended up with what we did. I think I just like them to reflect back, and just kind of think about how we live these days, and also some of the what some of the outcomes of your actions can be, and to be careful about certain things. Probably not, but they're just definitely, there's certain storylines in the film that really resonate, and I think that are very real, are very real, and I think that people are going to be able to relate to them, and hopefully, maybe change things for the better for some people. Yeah. You know, I think you can constantly give people, you know, things that might be useful and helpful to them, but I think inevitably, just the way that we've adapted as a, you know, as a society, it's hard to get people to change.